Good morning, my name is Chris Fox, and today we're getting fired up. There's a lot of value in having a ritual where you get yourself excited, enthusiastic. You change your state, as Tony Robbins would say. And, I didn't pay a lot of attention to this early in my life. I didn't understand the value that it could have. But really, standing up and walking around and just trying to change your emotional state can have some profound effects on the rest of your day. So what I found is, like, if I was going to work and, I stopped in to buy a coffee and they were out of my favorite, pastry, and, I was a little irked, and you let that set the tone of your day, and you sit down at your desk and, you're hunched for the next couple of hours, and then your boss yells at you, your day can go south pretty quick. But if you consciously at that point stand up and say, no, I'm not going to let that happen, and then you get outside and you walk around the block and you hum to yourself and you put on some music that makes you happy and takes you back to a happy place, you can rekindle that enthusiasm. And let me tell you what the benefit of that is. You feel better about everything. For the vast majority of my life, I was a pessimist. A die-hard pessimist. I believed the worst thing that was going to happen would happen, and I believed I was protecting myself by believing that. It's like, well, I'm prepared for the worst, and so I'm never going to be surprised when it happens. Well, you tend to manifest the stuff that you focus on, and if you put all your energy into negative stuff, I tended to manifest negative stuff. So what I found is, by getting excited, by being enthusiastic, by being upbeat and trying to make myself be this way, and if I realize that I'm not excited and that I'm having a tough day, trying to have a little ritual to restart that. And yeah, sometimes mine involves coffee. I'll take some extra help sometimes. But the ability to change your state becomes so important to consistency. Because what'll happen as writers especially is we'll tend to get knocked down by life for some reason. And at that point, if we don't start changing our momentum, our trajectory, like if we get knocked down and we're going down at this angle, then it tends to keep going down. And at least in my case, I'll fall into like a depressive funk. So you want to arrest that momentum, and you've got to do something that's surprising, that people, aren't going to see, that are going to make people laugh. Because laughter and enthusiasm are really, infectious, and the people around you tend to pick up on your energy. So if you bring this positive energy, not only do people want to be around you more, but you want to be around you more, and are more able to get things done. So pick whatever it is that you're interested in and get fired up about it. And you never know where that's going to take you. If you're wondering what we're looking at here, this is Bert. Lisa made Bert. So, if you practice something long enough, and if you get enthusiastic about something, it infects the people around you. My wonderful, amazing wife created a Bert because I got excited about Bert, and she could see how excited I was. She could hear me talking in his little voice and see this whole project come together. And so what she made for my birthday, this wouldn't exist if I hadn't been excited. So get fired up, get excited about your books and your universe and your world and the things that you are trying to accomplish. Get excited about them, and other people will pick up on your excitement. It'll become infectious. Your readers will sense it, and they'll want to get into it. You start seeing kind of that the sky really is the limit. Recently, my best friend, my real life best friend, and now I can say his name, Trevor Gregg, is a science fiction author. Now, Trevor and I have been game masters and have played Dungeons and Dragons for 30 years together. I mean, it's just crazy, and I'm probably exaggerating at this point, but we're writers. That's sort of what we do. But since I met him back in 1995, we have been playing continuously, on and off, whenever we can. And we've read the same novels. We're really into all the same geeky stuff. So it is so rewarding to see Trevor take the plunge and publish his first trilogy. But I bring it up in this video, and the whole get fired up thing, because I've watched Trevor's mentality change in the last few weeks. So when Trevor initially released his book, he was looking at me and a few other high-profile authors he was aware of and comparing his launch to us, which, really isn't fair. We have this enormous engine and advertising money and, many books under our belt. But I think he was a little disappointed. But then things started to occur that I could see were changing his mindset. I could see him getting fired up. And the first thing was the audio narrator saying, "This is really good, Trevor. I think you've got something here." And then fans, they started to email him, and he got his first 5-star review, and people were like, this is great, we really like this. So get fired up. If you're not excited, no one else is going to be excited. But if you are excited, if you're excited about whatever it is that you're working on, again, that's going to be infectious, and it's going to sustain you, and you're going to kind of build this collective momentum that'll pull it along. And life's just a lot more fun. I've done pessimist, I've done realist, and I've done optimist. And optimist is absolutely the most naive of those three. But you know what? Ignorance is bliss. Try it. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, guys, I do need to get back to the writing. Bert is going really well, but for the first time in my career, I'm working on 3 different fiction projects at a time just because I'm super excited. But my daily output is really high. I'm cranking out a lot of words across these 3 projects. Anyway, I'll have more news in the future. I do want to do another Bert video so I can show you guys some more details about what's happening there, and I've got some fun new ideas. Lots of people have asked about software tools, and so I've got some of those videos coming up too. I'll talk about some of the pieces of my business that I've built, stuff you're going to need going forward if you want to take this to the next level as an author. A lot of those questions will get addressed. But anyway, guys, I am going to get back to the writing. Get fired up. You know what? In the comments, can you please tell me what you're fired up about? What's your biggest success that you had like in the last year? Or what's the one you want to have over the next 12 months? Like, what are you working on and why is it cool? Tell me about your series, sell me on it, and tell me why you're excited about it. And if you're not excited about it, ask for some help in the comments. Let's see if we can get you fired up. Because I think together we can generate some energy, and that's great for us all. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get back to the writing, and I will see you next week.